Welcome to the Bengalla Group 21 first grade clash today between the Singleton Greyhounds and the Aberdeen Tigers. We're in for a purling match here as we see Jai Bailey making his way to the bench. He's obviously given the last instructions to his team. It's Steve Reynolds today in the commentary. No Benka, no Bomber. Joined by one of my old-time pals that used to do the 2NM Group 21 Footy Forum with me, Dave Dever. Afternoon.
Thanks, Reg. Happy to be here, mate.
It's going to be a corker of a match. Now, we were on Facebook Live, but the teams have changed since then. We'll go through the side from Singleton. Mark Fogarty at fullback. On the wings, Morgan Emity and Ethan Coe. In the centres, Luke Gardner, Cody Argent. In the 5'8" role for Singleton, Brody Rinkin, Jordan Watson at halfback. Frank Paul Nuasala is in the front row with Zach Solomon and Jake Hardy at hooker. Ethan Edwards is the second row. Mick Rinkin is also the other second row. Dale Watson lock. Josh Johnson, Jake Willis, Matt Brock and Nelson Gardner make up the bench. You've got the Aberdeen side.
Aberdeen side, mate. A couple of changes, as you've said. We'll start off with Ewan Bartholomew at fullback. Wingers are Harry Douglas and Jesse McLean. Hamish Wolfgang and Hayden Bell in the centres. Liam Four and Dylan Porter in the halves. Jason Hovey's now been moved into the front row with Cameron Savage, and Ben Clark holds down the hooker spot. Tyler, LaPrince Campbell and Marcus Marsh are now the back rowers, and Steve Hinchin at lock. The bench will be Travis Bateman, 15, Hugh Collins, 16, and Sam Fitzsimmons, 17.
Yeah, it's going to be a very, very interesting match, mate. Of course, Hugworth out, Shane Hasselman taking on the reins from Ben Baker's. Moved back to the family in the city. I'd like to see Shane Hasselman out there very soon, as I've said to you, but we'll wait and see.
Yeah, I think everyone's playing it by ear, mate. We'd all like to see him back. Haas is a massive, massive competitor and always gives 110%. Just his coaching. I mean, and Bake had a lot on his mind. There was some stuff happening there, but Haas has come to training and he's really, he's got the guys to another level already. So we'll just wait and see how that pans out today for us.
Well, the referee for today's fixture is the main man himself. Will turn his microphone on. Jesse Rudder, touch judges. By the looks of it, are Corey Martin and Nick Martin. Jesse just fiddling around there, getting his last-minute things done. We'll make sure he's got his...
My whistle's in the gym. I've got to go get it.
Oh, there we go. We've just found out why we are running a bit late. His whistle's in the gym. That's a first. Come on, Jesse, get your crap together.
This is the first time I've actually been involved in this side of it, mate, with the referees on the microphone. Should be interesting.
Yeah, look, it's very good. And for them to put their hand up, we've been trying it for a couple of seasons to get that to happen, and they succumb to it. But this young group of referees that we've got in the group right now, well, they're taking it on board, and it does assist them too. Yep. So as if there is any incident, they can look back and say, this is what I spoke about. As he's running out with, what's he got there, a pad?
It's a big whistle, mate.
He's looking at the clock. Don't worry, Jesse, we've got all day, mate. We're just waiting for you. But it's his lunchbox. That's a fair call. As Roddy Partridge joins us up here in the commentary box. He won't be speaking, but he's good for the stats, old Roddy.
Shane Miller giving some commentary down here as well. Must be, don't know what's going on there.
And I've just been told number 14 from Aberdeen will be Lee Mitchell. So he just had an interesting. Hopefully he's calmed down from his last parcel of football in reserve grade. So
that's a good addition for us, though, mate. Or for Aberdeen, sorry. So
yeah. So he's got his power pack on for the microphone on the front of his chest, so when he faces us, we will see and hear what he's saying.
As soon as my whistle was still in the I'll shit.
Trying to practice his whistle, but he's not working, Jesse. Come on. As we've got Liam Foran with the ball on the tee, about to kick.
All right, time you're on, fellas.
Time you're on, fellas. You heard it. There goes Liam Foran with the kick-off. He kicks it down towards the southern end of the field. It's taken there by, I think it's young Jordan Watson. Jordan Watson offloads it to the big front rower, Zach Solomon. Well, I love saying that, front rower, Zach Solomon. As he gets up to play the ball back to number 9, Jake Hardy. Jake Hardy gives it on to a fast-running Ethan Edwards, who's going to be one to watch. He breaks through the tackle. He's up to the 40-metre line before he's met by Marcus Marsh, Ben Clark, and Jason Havey. Plays the ball back. Out of dummy half goes Cox. Sorry, Jake Hardy. Jake Hardy, I'm going to have to get used to saying that. I'm not used to Jake being in the dummy half role. Jake Hardy gets the ball dummy half again, passes it back to Watson. Watson punches it downfield. He's picked out Ewan Bartholomew, which I think is a great transition for Aberdeen to put him at fullback. and he makes the ball. He takes it instead. It does a little bit of a jick and makes it over the 30-metre line. He's 35 metres out and wrapped up there by Brodie Rinkin. Jesse McLean gets in there for the first touch of the ball. Jesse, he's been absolutely backslammed there by Jake Hardy. Two players that I've said have been quiet in the past few weeks has been Jake Hardy and Jesse McLean. It's good to see him straight into the game.
Yeah, Jesse likes to get involved, and he's got that sort of bigger body for us. Not square there, but the boys let it go. Yeah, Jesse gives us that bigger body on the edge and comes in and takes some pressure off the forwards. And Jake Hardy, I think he's been out for a little while with injury previously, so it'd be good to see him get his best back.
Well, his arms going in there every which direction. We'll see what he's got to say. Or wrong one there.
Got you. I didn't know.
There was a two swinging arms in there, number 4 for Cody Argent with the yellow boot sign and a few others. But that was well ran there by Marcus Marsh. As number 4, Hayden Bell takes the tap, offloads it to the forward. Forward takes underneath to Jason Hovey. Jason Hovey's been very good acquisition for the Aberdeen side. He offloads back to Hayden Bell. They're 10 metres in from touch, 10 metres out. Clark from dummy half, off to Hovey again. Harvey runs it straight. He's bounced off one. He's come to the other two plays and he's taken there by Rinkin and Watson. Stands up, plays the ball. No, Clark from dummy half. He's nearly... There's a bit of a silly move there. They were too flat-footed, those players in that ruck. They weren't moving as Jesse Radicals held up in tackle 3 held
On me,
up.
Sophie.
Dummy half is Marcus Marsh. Off to forward around the back. He cuts out a few. He gets to Tyler Lee Prince Campbell. Another great player that's been playing great for Aberdeen. He's been tackled. I can only guess that is Luke Gardner out there by the look of the style. It's Luke Gardner. Forward with the ball. Flat ball to Hinchin. Hinchin's met there by Watson. Taken down. They're in front of the goal post. 5 metres out from dummy half. Forward. Cut out ball. He's found... Who is that? That's Hamish Candle. Hamish Candle. Hamish Wolfgang. He can't handle it. So... Yep. You take it over.
Just some clarification. We're just trying to work out. Can you hear Carol's as a 17-year-old play over
Yeah.
But you can. That's what we're saying, but their passes a bit worried about running.
I'm led to believe so, yeah. Sorry about that. We just had to clarify some rules, but I'm led to believe that he would be able to.
Yeah, I think it used to be 16 and 9 months, mate, I'm fairly certain, but may have changed to 17.
As we've just seen Aberdeen contain them in Bengalla. I don't know what was happening there, sorry.
Singleton got possession, mate, and then were driven back in goal by some good defensive efforts there by Aberdeen.
As we got here, Jason Hovey, 22 metres in from the sideline, 30 metres out. He's offloaded to Marcus Marsh. Marcus Marsh has made it to just shy of the 30-metre line. Hooker's Ben Clark runs out, goes under, but gives it out wide to number 6, who is Dylan Porter. Dylan Porter offloads it to... Can't see who...
Ewan Bartholomew.
Ewan Bartholomew there. Dummy half. Jesse McLean. Hamish Wolfgang had a little bit of tremble there, but Tyler Prince Campbell makes it right in front of the uprights, just under 10 metres out, plays it back to Clark. Clark a long ball forward. He gives it under to what was happening there. He's with Hayden Bell. He's flat-footed. If he went out wide there to young Harry Douglas, I think Harry Douglas would have stood up his winger. Here we go.
Short.
Forward, grubbers in. It's hit. It's a play on.
Try.
And it's a knock on. As he's tried to regather there, he kicked it into a Singleton player, and Liam Ford's tried to regather it, but knocked on. So Singleton led off there. They now play the ball 15 metres out, 10 metres, 15 metres in, 10 metres out, and that's big Mick Rinkin taking the hit up, dummy half Jake Hardy. Offloads there to a Singleton player taking it forward. They're nearly up to the 30-metre line, but some great defence there by the Tigers, namely Jason Hovey, Cameron Savage, and Ben Clark. Dummy half Hardy gives it out there to number 10 for Singleton, who is Zach Solomon, the big front rower. He's tackled by the Prince Campbell and Steve Hinchin. Trying to milk a penalty there, but Jesse Rudder was up to the case. Frank Paul Nuasala takes it to the line, he offloads. He gives it to number 6, Brodie Rinkin. He had a massive game down to Singleton last weekend, and Frank Paul Nuasala with the ball goes full head of steam. He's taken in a great tackle underneath. That was no need for that second attempt there. It was a great tackle by Ben Clark on Frank Paul Nuasala, but Cameron Savage just a bit late with his timing.
Yeah, Frank Paul, that's his second offload now in the last 2 sets of 6, so he's going through the line as you spoke about earlier. And we just need to show a little bit more discipline when he starts to do that.
Jordan Watson kicks for touch off that penalty. Nick Martin says it's 30 metres out, boys, take it in and tap it. Cody Argent has the ball, he taps it, gives it off to Michael Rinkin. He runs a bit sideways, he straightens up and he goes into Hovey and Hinchin. Hinchin will tackle all day. Jake Hardy at dummy half, out to Frank Pornuasala. This is where he's dangerous, this arm getting free, but they're up to it. Marcus Mars contains the ball with Cameron Savage and Ben Clark underneath. Hardy dummy half comes to the... Here we go. Another penalty. What's this one? All offside.
Went early.
The whole side, mate.
Was it? The whole side. There we go. That makes it easy. As they're right in front of the uprights, 10 metres out, what are they going to do? Do they take the points? They go for the tap. Jake Hardy taps it off to Dale Watson. Dale Watson takes it forward. A few penalties early on in this match.
Yeah, the discipline's starting to sort of creep in for our boys. It's probably too much energy early on in the game. Hopefully once it slows down a bit, we'll be able to start to see some good footy from the boys.
As here we go, Frank Paul to assault the line. He's busted at the knees of Mark Foggett. He wouldn't have... Jason Hovey's off! Jason Hovey's picked up the scraps. He's throwing them off left, right and centre here. He's looking for an offload. No one's there. He's still going. He's on his feet. He's up to the 30-metre line, Jason Hovey. What a great run from young Jason. As he plays the ball back, he was finally stopped. Ben Clark on the forward steps off his left. He takes it straight and hard. That's how we like to see him take the line on it. That was a great run. 15 metres there. As Hardy and Frank Pornio the mark wasn't square. There's going to be a penalty there. What was Jake Hardy thinking? What was Jake Hardy thinking?
No, when the ball was played, you weren't there at all.
I got back on sideways, just run.
Yeah, I know, but you weren't there when the ball was played.
Back an effort?
No.
Doesn't matter that I made an effort. Very good question, Jake Hardy, but no, it doesn't matter, mate. It's the rules are rules. As they kick for touch for him, puts it down. It's 28
kick.
out. So here we go, Aberdeen on the attack. Hayden Bell, I haven't seen much of him. He takes the tap, passes to forward off to Marsh. Marsh takes it straight at Dale Watson and Frank Paul Nuasala underneath. They're up to the 10-metre line, right in front of the uprights. Clark out of dummy half. Hinch him with the decoy under, out to Porter. Porter onto the Campbell. Here's Ewan Bartholomew. He's inching his way to the try line. Can he get there? No, he's pulled up just short. Some great defence out there by Luke Gardner and another similar player. As they'll quick off the line there, they've left a gap. That's going to be very punishing. But Cameron Savage cannot get to the line. He's brought down. Here we go again. Aberdeen at dummy half. Dylan Porter puts a little grubber through. He's going through for himself. Is he going to get there? Yes. No.
He's knocked on.
Again. That's 2 times that Aberdeen have been in great attacking position and should have completed that.
Third tackle, mate. We need to get to that fifth and just start to get those repeat sets. Get it in goal and get another repeat. 7 tackle set now.
Capitalised on it was what I was looking for, the word. As here we go to Cody Argent with the yellow boots. Takes a good run from the 20-metre restart. He's up 35 metres out from his own try line. Plays it back to Morgan Emity. Morgan Emity takes a scoot. He doesn't run a great line there. He's straight into a solid contact by Foran and just round ahead a bit too much there for the liking. I'm sure the touch judge might have seen that. No, he hasn't. But here we go for that's a second one in a row from Liam Foran. He won't let that go. And that's well reacted too. Who is that young fellow? I think that might be Ethan Coe on the wing, is it? Yeah, Ethan Coe. And he didn't bite. He didn't react. He got up and knew it was a bit high, but Foran needs to settle down. He's eyeballing the defence at the moment. There's obviously a bit of a running challenge there at the moment. Singleton on the attack. Ethan Coe goes to get the ball from the sideline. They can't throw it in anymore. They should be still able to do the ball boy. Cody Argent offloads to Rinkin. Rinkin runs it straight. Foran is a cranky man. I don't know, he's going to have to settle down or he might find himself sitting down, but as long as he keeps his composure, he'll be fine. Frank Paul throws off. Steve Hinton with the one-line strip.
There we go.
Steve Hinton is up to the 40-metre line. He's looking for support. He's nearly giving himself whiplash. He was looking for support. Hinton quick play the ball off to Ben Clark. Out to Tyler Prince Campbell. He's a long ball out to Jesse McLean. Jesse McLean with the foot rate with Morgan Emity and Luke Gardner, but they picked him up. They're driving him towards the sideline and he's out. Unlucky there for the Aberdeen Tigers, but great defence by I can't say young Luke Gardner. Luke Gardner and young Emity out there, but old Steve Hinton turning back the time. One-on-one strip on Frank Paul Nuasala, mate. That was...
He looked like he's on the treadmill, Reg, the way he was going. He was finding it hard to get through.
Oh, look, I can't move my neck, as you know, but I tell you what, his neck's going to be sore after that. That was... he had whiplash. Yeah,
we need to, like, as you said before, need to capitalise on some of these errors that Singleton are making at the moment. And We're making good yardage. I suppose we're defending in their half, which is good.
Let's here we go, Singleton with the ball. I believe that to be Jordan. Yeah, it is Jordan Watson from halfback, takes a settler. He's tackled by Tyler Prince Campbell. He plays the ball back. He's offloaded from Jake Hardy onto Watson. He was tackled there. He was on the ground. The ball carrying the arm hit the ground. But here's Frank Paul Nuasala again. Well, he's going to hold it. But that's very great defence from Ben Clark. That's the second time he's gone lower. On the ball again. He's tapped it. Frank Paul Nuasala. He's up. He's flicked past it off to Rinkin. Rinkin's jigging around trying to find a spot. He's going to have to be careful carrying the ball loosely like that. But he's taken well by Prince Campbell and Ben Clark. Plays the ball back. Hardy off to Watson. It is Watson. It's Jordan Watson.
Ethan Edwards.
Here we go. Hardy to the line side, picks up Watson, who picks up a fast-running Luke Gardner, who's gone around a number of plays. We saw a penalty last night for that obstruction, but Hardy offloads to Frank Paul. So he takes the line on dummies, and he's short. He's just short, 2 metres out. Plays the ball back. Hardy out wide to Fogarty. Fogarty is going to be. He should have given that to Cody Argent. If he doesn't get over this try line, he owes him a beer. He offloaded to Coe. Coe's in the corner. With what was going to be a settled tackle, the centre's come in from Aberdeen there, number 4, Hayden Bell, and left the winger exposed. Young Harry Douglas, I think Foran just gave him a bit there, but there's nothing young Harry could have done then. He had 2-on-1, but it was on for all numbers if Fogarty had have given that earlier to Coe. But they've gone over the Singleton Greyhounds. Great try in the corner, but Aberdeen, like I said, they've bombed 2 tries already.
Yeah, it just comes down to that discipline again, Reg. Those couple of penalties have sort of carded Aberdeen downfield, back to where we sort of don't want to be defending off our own line. And Frank Paul, he's getting those offloads going again. We probably need to compensate that. We've managed him fairly well.
Jason Hovey's off for a well-deserved spell, and young Sam Fitzsimmons has gone onto the field as well. Look, I'm a big Liam Fawn fan. There's no two ifs, buts, or maybe. Everyone knows that. It's not a man crush, but he's going to have to keep that discipline, mate. He just looks like that frustrated, the niggle. Usually I see that come into his game towards the back end after a few penalties, but he's already at that stage. Someone needs to calm him down.
It's good to have the positivity there, Reg, with him doing that, but off the discipline side of it, yeah, we can't afford to have their big forward pack rolling over the top of us like that.
It could have been the other way with that one-on-one steal from Hinchen. Jesse McLean, if he went to ground with that tackle, he's not going to burn Luke Gardner and Amity out that side for speed if they're already in front of him. If it's an open intercept or something like that, it's fair game, but he should have come more infield in that one as Jake Hardy misses that kick for goal, so it remains 4-0 on the A+ contracting scoreboard with 26 minutes remaining in this first half. Standout performance by Hovey and Marsh so far, but Ben Clark's defence has been impeccable. Yeah,
and different sides you play against, Reg. It's that legs tackling. I suppose the leg tackle techniques don't really work off Clark. If he goes legs, they get a quick play of the ball, whereas these guys sort of don't seem to know which way they want to go with it. So, and Ben's always like that. He's a very, very, very good defender.
The one we spoke about earlier on that's not in the Singleton side's Will Newenhouse.
Yeah, that's what we were speaking with him at fullback and the 2 halves. It's just that they're going to get a very strong side once it.
Oh, look at that! That's the big front rower, Zach Solomon. He's up to the 30-metre line off the kickoff. He's peeling for a penalty there. Ben Clark taking his time to get up. Ethan Edwards wants the ball. Some strong tackle there, and that's the big man himself, Cameron Savage. I love him as a defender. He goes around the back pass to Watson. Watson brings it to the 40-metre line. He's looking for an offload, but he can't get it. He's tackled by Hinchen and Sam Fitzsimmons. Dummy half. Hardy off to Frank Paul Nuasala. Here he comes to the line. There we go again. Straight around the legs. He's got a quick play the ball though. Hardy, chip over the top. Little grubbers towards the corner. Yui Bartholomew was up to the challenge. He'll go centre field surely. No, he's not. He's been tackled by Hardy too. The fullback needs to get a bit more speed earlier on than that. Jake Hardy out from the defence to take on young Harry Douglas, who didn't do a good C line there, but here we go, the boys are trying to... There we are, that's a bit of a high shot there. But he's set around the shoulders, Jesse Rudder, and Liam Foran plays the ball. Here is Wolfgang. Wolfgang comes in. Solomon, that arm was sliding up. But here we go. The backs here from Aberdeen letting the forwards have a bit of a spell, which is good. They need another one dummy half kick potentially here, go down to the right side, but we've come to forward punches it down. As long as it finds grass, I don't mind, but it hasn't. It's found Fogarty on the full. Fogarty's run straight back into, I think that's Hayden Bell there, but he's put the ball down and leveraged it to get up. I know that itself is frowned upon by the referees, but Cody Argent's tackled by Sam Fitzsimmons, and out of dummy half goes Coe. Coe runs across field. He's manhandled by Hinchen and Clark. Emmety into dummy half with the backs from both sides, giving the forwards a bit of a breather here. They're just making the simple runs up, making it up the field. They just got to complete their sets. So Ben Clark could get penalised here if he doesn't get up. That was very fortunate. Hardy out of dummy half, chips it down to this corner again, and it is into touch. A metre out. It'll be a scrum feed to Aberdeen. They'll have to rock the way out, do the hard yards. Sam Fitzsimmons already hands on hips down here at the moment. Here we go. There's a bit of a running battle for, and looks a little bit frustrated. And he's talking. Is he talking to the touch judge or the water boy? Tuckerman probably saying, "Get me a friggin' meat pie now." And it's Foran feeds the scrum out from lock through Huey Bartholomew to Tyler Prince Campbell. He runs to the line. He's taken there 10 metres out. They need to get to the last tackle on this one and put a kick downfield. Hamish Wolfgang, great leg speed, picked up by Ethan Edwards and taken to the ground with the help of Zach Solomon. Gets up to play the ball. Porter in dummy half, off to Cameron Savage. He's running straight and hard. No one went low on the first impact, but Coe goes in low. Hardy goes in there low now. Clark, Huey Bartholomew, off to Foran, off to Sam Fitzgibbons. He tries to bump off one. He does get out of that, but he's going for a quick play the ball, but he wasn't held. Here we go, Foran out of dummy half. 40-20. This will be a 40-20 if it hits the sideline, but it's not. It's found in the field. It's going to make it, is it? Go Harry Douglas. He doesn't. Harry Douglas accommodates Fogarty into the field of play. Now, no penalties here for Aberdeen, and a great set from Singleton. We'll see some good football. Solid tackle. Who was that in the ribs? Foran. I don't know what they put in his drinking water at the beginning of the game, but they need to do it each week as long as he keeps his composure. They Singleton ruck it out. They're 30 metres out, 20 metres in. Dummy half again, Coe. Coe runs into, he is crunched there by Stephen Hinchen. Spoke about that pre-game. Hardy. Watson out to Ethan Edwards. Ethan Edwards, great tackle again, right around the legs. Try and pick who that is. That's Hamish Wolfgang. They've got a deep kick here. Watson kicks it. He's going to make the 20-metre line on the full. Huey Bartholomew takes it. Run, Huey. Don't dance. Put the sprint on. He's taken. That's where we need Aberdeen to make the kick return worthy. He jogged it back and he's only made it to 35 metres out. Jesse McLean into dummy half, gives it off to Tyler Prince Campbell. That's a good line behind it. That's a rate. But he's going to call it a loose kick. No.
Hands on the ball, boys. Hands on the ball.
Yeah, Jesse, well done, mate. We saw that from here. There was hands on the ball.
Mate, hands on the ball. He's tackled Footy. Yeah. He's tackled it.
He had his arm out. Yeah, good argument there, Luke Gardner. I will say that, but there was hands in that. It was a loose carry, but it was a second effort strip. Is Dave Manane finally joins us. Down, Dave,
welcome.
Put your headset on. No, you've got to do it. We need you. As here we go. Thanks for joining us, Dave Manane. Cameron Savage off the tap. He's taken it hard and straight. He's tackled right around the legs by Ethan Edwards. Out of dummy half, Porter. Straight behind the ruck. He puts Tyler Prince Campbell straight into Luke Gardner with a solid shot. 20 minutes remaining. 4-0 on the clock still. 4-0 on the scoreboard. Sorry, long pass out here. Here we go. Hayden Bell on a one-on-one with Cody Argent, but Cody Argent equal to the challenge and takes him down 10 metres out. Huey Bartholomew from dummy half. Offloads to Foran passes across field to Clark. That's what I said. Sit down, put your headset on and get your microphone cranking. Hurry up, Dave Manane. Foran out of dummy half. He goes himself. Is he going to have enough to get over the line? That's a strip.
Been stripped.
That is a one-on-one strip. Was it a one? It wasn't one.
They're just making the tackle.
Going for the try, mate. Going for the try.
Trying to hold him up from scoring, and it's just no control.
Right, yeah, there we've heard it. Trying to hold him up from scoring, no control. Where's Dave Manane going? Dave? Oh my God. He's great, isn't he? Call him walkabout. I'll be there to help, boys. Dave Dever puts his hand up at the last minute to help us out, thankfully, but Dave Walkabout Manane. Singleton to feed the scrum. Through Rinkin. From the base of the scrum, it's passed out to Morgan Fogarty. Fogarty takes it straight, but that's a solid defence by Aberdeen. It's gone a bit above the horizontal there, but yes, a bit of a hand. He went above the horizontal. Jesse's obviously getting help from the touch judges. Clearly, my chat to them has worked. Touch judges need to get more involved. Don't you agree?
Yeah, I do, mate. That's what you said. Those 3 sets of eyes need to be there. But it's on those other little plays as well, Reg, we need to be involved with forward passes, leaving early off the taps, things like that.
As here we go. Singleton waiting for a ball to come into play. They'll start this about 25 metres out. And Ethan Edwards will take the hit up. He's up over the 30. He said trying to get that leg speed to the 40. He's just short of it. Tackled well by Hamish Wolfgang. They're going to have to clean this ruck up both sides. As John Watson gives it on to, that's Brock. Brock's out in the field. Can't see who's come off. That was a bit of a high shot too. Someone's off number 10, I think it is, for Singleton. Frank Porniwasala didn't really... There we go. He's offloaded again. They can't shut it down. Fitzsimmons tried, but Jake Hardy dances and ducks under Tyler the Prince Campbell before he's brought down there by Mr. Fix-It, Steve Hinchin. Frank Porniwasala with the ball again, takes on the line. Marcus Marsh contains him with a perfect tackle one-on-one with a bit of help there by Fitzsimmons. Dale Watson in the dummy half. A flat ball right across to Cody Argent. They're giving him too much time. They're not wrapping that ball up, Aberdeen. Too many offloads. Now it's Hardy. Hardy puts the chip into the in-goal area. Zach Solomon's in there in pursuit. Oh, they've dropped it, but it's cleaned up by Jesse McLean. Can he get out of his own field? He's been picked up and he's held in the field of play. They can't get him back there for a repeat. Great run by Jesse McLean to fix that one up. He'll play the ball back to Clark. Clark off to Wolfgang. Wolfgang's going to do his best to get, but it's a great tackle. Legs. Offside out there.
The injury.
Oh, fellas.
Wait. Someone in your ear.
That was massive for knock on there.
I might have seen it in front of him and he lost it.
No, he went back towards his line. He picked it up behind him. Yeah, and it's gone. You can't be offside and you're in goal.
Very well ref there by Jesse. And that's why we've got him mic'd up, so as we can hear them calls, people get frustrated in the crowd, but then they watch it back and they can hear it. Hamish Wolfgang now, he did come into this match with a bit of a knee injury. Speaking to his mum last night, so hopefully it's nothing too severe, but he just had a little bit of a niggling knee. I don't think mum was too keen on him playing. She said we can hear her, but I can't see where she is today. And she does a great job for both clubs, Aberdeen and Denman Devils.
Oh, definitely, mate. She's one of the troopers that puts in a lot of time and effort, which a number of people do, and it's good to see her show up in an Aberdeen shirt, Reg, every now and then. She doesn't like doing it.
Aberdeen, she wears an Aberdeen shirt.
Yep.
Denman, she's in a Denman gear, so.
It's not the ruck that needs cleaning up, is it? It's just like offsides.
There you go, they're talking to each other.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. We'll see how we go. Couple more and we'll stop it again.
There we go, we've heard it.
Yep.
That's inside information that I know you didn't hear.
Hey? Yeah, mate, yeah.
It's not the ruck that needs cleaning up. I believe it is the ruck that needs cleaning up.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. That's not the offside.
Offsides, I haven't been monitoring that, but obviously the touch judges have been, so...
Good.
Here we go. As he's back on his feet, Hamish Wolfgang, he's saying to the referee, I've got to try and get off the field in the back play here. But what's he going to do? Forward kicks for touch. 40 metres out. What a kick from 10 metres out.
He doesn't look well made in the back play there.
Clark. So he gives it to Savage and he's run straight and hard. That is a fantastic tackle by Ethan Edwards underneath. Over the top, Matty Brock. Dylan Porter off to Campbell. Campbell takes it forward. They're over the halfway line now. Aberdeen. He's trying to offload, but he gets to the 40-metre line before he's wrapped up. Now just remember, the referees will be watching the onside. We've just heard that. Here's Huey Bartholomew. He's off, missed his feet, but that was a pass. They're the 1% of things that I hate. I hate them, Dave Dever.
We must complete, mate. We've got to get to that kick, and I think that's sort of one of the things at the moment that we're lacking in. We've got to get to that kick.
Well, Travis Bateman has taken the field. Looks like he'll go into the centres. No, Hamish Wolfgang's still out there. It's Cameron Savage that's come off for a breather. So Travis Bateman, that's a good handy substitution there by Isaac.
We're in trouble
Jake
here.
Hardy makes a break. He comes to the fullback. He's got Ewan Bartholomew, Cody Harry Douglas, put a tackle around the legs. He's going for the quick play the ball. That's
10 minutes, I'd say.
Harry, off you go. Professional foul, leg pull.
Yeah, poor Harry, he's been caught on that a couple of times, but it's doing the number one thing for his... No, from the captain.
Yeah, clear as mud, Nick. I seen that.
Clear as mud, I've seen that. So it's good to see. We've been critical. The referee's talking to it, the touch judge is talking to the referee at least.
So long as it's directed at the game, mate, that's fine. And that's what it is. Everything they've said so far, which is good to be able to listen into.
Yeah.
It's directed at the game and the players, which is really good.
Brock plays the ball 5 metres out. Goes around the back to Gardner with the ball now. Gardner's now still 5 metres out, just on the other side of the field. Gardner plays the ball back. That looks like Ethan Edwards. Ethan Edwards off to Watson. Watson out to Fogarty. Fogarty's trying to create something. There's no bodies in motion from Singleton. This is where you need. If they come this way right now, it's too late. Too slow of a play the ball. They go back
Very structured off Frank Paul, mate, I think.
This is going to be a try. This is a try. Matty Brock, right next to the umpire, similar position to the last one, and that was just numbering up in defence. That's all it was, simple.
Ill discipline, Reg. We need to get on top of that, mate, and try and keep ourselves down the other end for a little while.
See if anyone, if you're the captain for Aberdeen now, ideal opportunity to go out and speak to the referee and get some clarification about the rucks and the offside rules. See what he's expecting.
Yeah, good, mate. I love the columns, mate. It's good, fellas.
See that?
It's good to have two.
To edit that little bit out. That's gone. Well, you've just heard it. It's good to have two blokes interacting, is what he said.
And these guys can't beat every game, obviously, but Jesse's doing a really good job today, and I think it's the way the game's...
Judges.
Oh, definitely. Nick Martin's top level. I just think the more communication they can get back to these guys, as you were speaking about before, if our coaches can get access to these guys and hear what's coming through here now, I think they'd appreciate it a lot more, and they'll know what they can do on the field as well, what they do, how they train these guys.
Well, usually we have the MixLR app available for people listening at home. It's a play behind normally, but there's nothing stopping like someone down there that's on the bench to have that app playing so as they can hear the referee when we chime in to give the... But Jesse's one of the best ones for wearing the mic. He puts it in he faces us. He knows it. We've been critical of him as Singleton converts that drive. We've been critical because they want to be tuned in. We don't have a Channel 9 budget. The equipment we've got is good, but they have to face us, and there has to be nothing impeding for their message to come through, as you've heard.
Well, it's their feedback as well, mate. Like they'll appreciate what you say, Reg, what you can see, different set of eyes as well.
Yeah, look, I call it as I see it, whether they've had a crap game or a good game, and they ring up after the game. Jesse does. Joey Butler used to say, "Give me your thoughts," and if they've had a crap game, I'll tell them. Look, these not you've had a crap game, but I'll say these are a few areas that I think that you need to look at. But mostly it's been the touch judges being interactive this year. That's what we've seen it in the years gone by, and we're seeing it here today. We need to see more of it as Liam Forum kicks off. It's gone straight down to Watson. Watson's going to pick up Brock here. He's short to the ground, isn't he? He's built like Steve Hinchin, and he's made it up over the 20-metre line. Great tackle there by Tyler and Chris Campbell and Hamish Wolfgang. Hardy out of dummy half. He's off to Ethan Edwards. Ethan Edwards just takes a nice little hit up straight to the 30-metre line. Hardy out to Frank Pornuasala. Now watch the offload. Oh, that's a beautiful ball out to Argent. Argent goes back in, and as Frank Pornuasala from dummy half, he flicks it. That's another 1% one that we don't need. Cody Argent is going to be wrapped up here by Hayden Bell. Tell us a bit about Hayden Bell. Where's he coming?
Mate, he's a junior representative footballer, went to the Newcastle Knights, done a couple of years there in their system, and then actually went to AFL for a season or two as well. Western Australia, I think he had a bit of a stint over there. He's travelled well, mate, Scone as well, I think he played in under-18s for Scone.
Yes, that's where I remember the name from. So
really good fullback, goal kicker, really good goal kicker, and he's just come back here to obviously I think it was last year they won the competition, I think, and he's come back to have a run in his hometown.
Did someone tell Liam Foran he's a front rower? That was another great run by Liam Foran. He plays the ball back to Ben Clark. Fitzsimmons takes the hit up. He's taken it up over the 30-metre line before he's tackled by Watson, Rinkin and Brock. As he goes, some great momentum now from the Aberdeen boys. He could have offloaded it. No, that's a penalty. Gone a bit too far with that one when he was trying to play the ball, but anyway, it's been let go. And that's a kick from Foran. It's not going to be a 40-20, but that'll angle towards the sideline, and that's a great kick. We'll see what he says here. So we can't hear the touch judge's intercom to Jesse Rudder, but it wasn't a 40-20, but it is going to be a Singleton scrum feed. They're not rushing to get back to the scrum because you've got Jake Hardy down here on the Aberdeen 40-metre line in a little bit of pain, but also just giving his forwards a bit of a rest, I'd guess. Smart play.
Obviously, mate. I think we've just got to show a little bit more patience with the footy. Try and go through that middle first and earn the right to go forward with these guys. I think we're just sort of playing a little bit too much towards the edges.
Yep.
And I think probably showing a little bit more urgency with Frank Paul, making that one-on-one tackle a bit higher, trying to shut that footy down.
Well, he's always got that. He's got the grip on the ball. There's nothing he's doing wrong there, but he's always got that arm free looking for the offload. I think there's only Ben Clark going underneath, and at times Marcus Marsh with the one-on-one impact that's not allowing that offload.
Yeah, I think if we can get up and shut that footy down on him, it might make a little bit of a difference for us.
Yeah. Because here we go. To feed the scrum is Jordan Rinkin thought he was in trouble then. Sorry, Brady Rinkin feeds the scrum. He gets at the back. He comes to the blind side to Cody Argent. He runs towards Liam Foran, but goes, no, he's too cranky for me today. I'll take it back infield and I'll go into Hugh Collins, who's now on the field, and Sam Fitzsimmons. As here we go.
Our footy, our ball.
Roll ball. Cody. One up.
Ball between his legs. There you go. And that's the touch judge's call. That's what we're talking about. So here we go. Aberdeen now on the attack. A penalty against the run of play. Not what Jai Bay will be happy with anyway. As he's tackled there, Fitzsimmons, he gets up to play the ball. Back to Clark. Clark off to Marsh. This is a good play off to Huey Bartholomew. Huey Bartholomew's going towards the try line. He should have given it, but he's taken it down metres out from the try line. As Hamish Wolfgang doesn't know where he's going. He's having a bit of a look up at the stars. He's played the ball back to the Prince Campbell, off to Porter, off to Marsh. Marsh straightens up. He didn't see Dale Watson there, but now he's kept his feet alive and he's going towards back to where the ruck was played. No one's putting him down. He's having the time of his life out there. He'll look back at this and go, geez, that was fun. Plays the ball, Marsh. Clark. Dylan Porter sets up to a flat ball. That's an intercept. That's Jake Hardy that was down on the field. He's back at the 40-metre line. He's going to get run down by Bell. There's no two buts or maybe about that. Bell, he kicks ahead. It's a foot race between Bell and Coe, and Bell wins the race and he's tackled there, but he's going to try and strip the ball one-on-one. Don't do that, Coe.
Great effort.
But there we go. Great foot. Hayden Bell's down, and Hugh Collins, that was a shoulder charge. It's not a question if they're offside. There's none of them back there, Singleton. Jesse McLean takes it out wide. Can he get the arm free to offload it to Hamish Wolfgang? Here we go. Great effort by Hayden Bell. We were just talking about him a minute ago. Now it's Huey Bartholomew with the ball. He dummies, goes to the line and takes it on. He's brought down by Rick.
Still on the right.
It's still on out here. They're offside. He's going to blow a penalty, surely. He's offloaded. He's given it to Four and Fitzsimmons. Here's Marsh. Marsh has got a break. He's looking for support. He's offloaded to Hugh Collins. Hugh Collins. He's taken up high there by Cody Archer. Quick play the ball. That was brilliant play the ball by Hugh Collins. Here it is out to Travis Bateman. He juggles it. It's the last tackle. Someone tell him. But he's going to know what's he going to do here. He's going to get it back. But it's a if you wanted something to go right in your favour, that is it. Morgan Emery trying to go for the intercept off a nothing pass from Bateman has knocked it on. So that'll see a scrum feed to the Tigers.
Tigers feed.
Tigers feed. Time out for over here. Moves it out from Singleton.
Brady.
Cody Argent. That's, well, thanks. How did you
Oh, that Corey.
How did you hear that?
Thank you.
Who's that? He answered Cody.
Cody Argent.
Listen to the breaths he's taking. You've done something, Jesse. Jeez.
Aberdeen. Oh, sorry. It's back fucking.
What the fuck does that mean?
It's just bruised. It's just
So Cody Argent's just asked the trainer said something to him, and he said, what does that mean? And the trainer's just gone, mate, it's just bruised.
It's quite a bruise.
Yeah. No, it's not Cody Argent, it's Brady Rinkin. Brady Rinkin. So the touch judge, Nick Martin, just going in for a chat with Jesse Rudder, which is good to see, but 9 minutes left on the clock, 1 second shy. It's 10-0 in favour of Singleton. If Aberdeen's going to do it, now it's the ideal time. They've had time to set up. You're not hearing yourself? See if that's better for you. Can you now?
Yep.
So there we go. This is going to be, they need to set up here, Dave. If Aberdeen have got anything before half-time, this is where it needs to happen in this set of 6. To get
Need to get that completion, Reg. After that, great chase by Hayden Bell there.
Oh, no. Oh.
Check it off. Go, let's go. Push it out. Yes. 1 sec.
Yeah, we'll have another one.
There we go, you'll have another one. Well, they're going to have to look at injecting something into this game now, Aberdeen. Their errors, unforced errors and completed sets. They've got completed sets. They've done 50% completion rate at the moment from Aberdeen. That's, I'd like to have the Singleton. We need to get a stats person. That's maybe we can get one of these boys involved in the coming weeks that are in our team. As Freeport Nuwasala takes another hit up. Oh, straight past Huey Buck. Oh, look at the palm. If he didn't, that's another scrum. Why don't we have another one? Freeport Nuwasala's flicked at the
We might have time off again here.
He's a bit of a comedian, old Jesse Rudder, but
No rush, fellas. We've got one down here.
so Frank Paul Nuwasala, all he had to do was catch that, Fogarty. That wasn't a
Fairly feeble attempt at tackle there, mate.
what a great palm though it's been. Yeah, well, young
Mark Fogarty down.
Yeah, Fogarty. He'd be a bit disappointed in himself on that. All he had to do was catch that. But what an error-riddled game.
Yeah, it's a lot of stop-start, mate, isn't it? The real discipline there from our guys.
That's 4 and let's see if they can complete this one. Travis Bateman takes it off the scrum and he's nearly at the 50-metre line. Just well to handle that, and here comes Tyler Prince Campbell. He's taken it forward, but straight into Ethan Edwards. They need to find the players that... He's lost it again.
Another scrum.
Another scrum. Let's just get his practice with the scrums. We saw a penalty last night out at Denman for the lock not packing in. And I think it was 1976, Bomber said that was the last time he saw it.
That's up to the referee too, I think, mate, to make sure he's packed in, isn't it? So
yeah, here we go. So there's been 15 missed tackles so far and 4 dropped balls for the Aberdeen side. I'm just looking over at the stats. And the penalty count is 6 penalties their way and the Tigers have 5. So
Harry Douglas just about to come back, mate.
yes, that's what people have to realise too. They've been down to 12 men and here's Luke Gardner playing it on the halfway line. 6 minutes to go in this half of football. Morgan Emity, he's been crunched there by Hugh Collins and Sam Fitzsimmons over the top. As he gets up to play the ball. Hardy, off to Rinkin. Rinkin, he's a solid player. He's bounced out of 1. He's off 2. They're not even making the effort. Where's the urgency here, Aberdeen? He's got the ball in the wrong arm. Who's that? Travis Bateman. He's come from nowhere. Don't need that second effort. Don't give away any penalties. He's Hardy out of dummy half. He'll go himself. He's over. That is a great try and great vision by Jake Hardy, but very soft defence in the middle. Players with their backs turned and everything from Aberdeen. Wow.
Just trying to play off the back of errors, mate. It's we've got to show a little bit more urgency there around that ruck area.
That's unbelievable.
I think, as you just said, the completion under 50% now for the Tigers. So something I suppose that Hughes and Hassel need to address at half time.
Well, that in itself, the kicking game, picking out the fullback. You know, they're running straight into Ethan Edwards and the likes. It's just not.
All the 1% stuff, Reg.
Yes.
Hit and stick, one-on-one tackles.
That's it.
So Sam Fitzsimmons down behind the post.
There's been a fair few players go down injured this match, but like I said, it's just been ill discipline from the Tigers.
Yeah, so you look at that completion rate, and that's the big one in first grade at this level. I think at the start of the season, we were doing the same thing, a little bit under that 45-50%, then we started to get it right, and we started to come home with some of those wins. But I'm sure they'll address it at half-time, come back out a different side. 10-0, 4.5 minutes to go. Sam Fitzsimmons,
isn't it now?
16 at will, sorry. Sam Fitzsimmons still down, getting attention.
Facebook Live for this last part of it. So there's people at home that have been not given the opportunity to watch it, listen to it live stream, can see what's going on. So 4 minutes remaining now in this second half. 16. I'm sure it's 16-0, isn't it?
Yeah.
16-0. Scoreboard's just got to be updated. But ill discipline from Aberdeen has really allowed Singleton into this match, and it's been not off any great plays. It's just been lazy defence in behind the markers close to the try line.
Just playing off the back of errors, mate. And Jason Hovey just coming back on now to replace Sam Fitzsimmons.
As forward kicks off, he's got found Watson, and Watson finds Brock, who runs it up to the 30-metre line, 20 metres in from touch. He's tackled well there by Hamish Wolfgang. Gardner at dummy half off to Ethan Edwards. He's run the ball, but he's met by a brick wall of defence in Travis Bateman, Tyler the Prince Campbell, and Hamish Wolfgang. Is now Dale Watson's got the ball. He's up to the 40-metre line and tackled by Hovey on there, and that was a quick play, the ball. And here goes Frank Paul Nuasala. He's palmed off. He's offloaded. He's given it to Fogarty. Fogarty's hit the speed. Here he is. He's got numbers each. So what was that? He had unmarked inside in Morgan Emity, and he's tried to come across in front of Harry Douglas, and he's rolled it along the ground into touch. If he looked on the inside and offloaded that to Emity, it shut the gate.
Emity under the post, mate. 22-0 half-time.
Wow. We'll just listen to what... That's a bomb try for Singleton. Aberdeen have bombed 2 tries down that end just by dropping the ball over the try line. And we've had about a 16th scrum for the day. As he goes forward from the base of the scrum, offloads it to Hamish Wolfgang. Hamish Wolfgang's tackled by Luke Gardner and Fogarty over the top. Huey Bartholomew in the dummy half finds Tyler Prince Campbell. He takes it hard up over the 30-metre line before he's tackled by Ethan Edwards and Matty Brock. Here we go. Marcus Marsh, he takes it hard and fast, but he's met by 3 of the forwards from Singleton. I should say that because Jake Hardy's had a big game. He's again Liam Foran taking it hard and fast like a front rower. He's up to the 40-metre line, 20 metres in. Out of dummy half jumps Ben Clark. He finds Marsh. Marsh takes it to the line. He's tackled 30 metres out, dead set centre of the field. He's wrapped up there by Frank Paul Nuasala over the top and underneath Matty Brock. He's having a big game, Matty Brock. This is the last tackle, and it's another wayward pass. Luke, here we go. I was about to do Luke Gardner was in the clear, but as he's passed the ball, it's made contact with Singleton. It's going to be, guess what?
Another scrum, Reg.
Another scrum. 17th scrum for the day. Why don't we just keep packing scrum, boys? But I don't even think there was a need to go for the intercept. It wasn't Luke Gardner. It was the last tackle. They weren't going to catch it, but they'll look back at it and think, geez, Singleton, we should have just let that take its place. But here we go, Aberdeen, 20 metres, 30 metres out on the attack with 1 minute, 12 seconds remaining on the clock. And what's happened in that scrum?
He's got to repack it.
Jesse, fix that scrum up, mate. 1 minute and 4 seconds, and the countdown starts in this first half. At the end of this first half, 16-0 in favour of Singleton. They feed the scrum. Dylan Porter out to Liam Foran. Swings it out wide to Huey Bartholomew. He steps off his left foot. He's in the clear. Can he find support? He's found Liam Foran. They've thrown it back to the centre. They're playing touch football. And young Dylan Porter is crunched there by Ethan Edwards and Frank Paul Nuasala. About 18 metres out centre field. Dummy half Clark off to Foran. And it's an intercept.
No.
Here we go. Is that Jake Hardy again? It looks like him. This could be a second. Here comes. Look at Harry Douglas. Someone's taken it. Oh no, Harry Douglas hasn't caught him. And it was Jake Hardy, another intercept try right before half-time. We've got 20 seconds left. The ball was going to be, it was being watched for that. I didn't see the intercept coming, but Jake Hardy, it was a do-or-die hero-zero play. 9 seconds, but not what Aberdeen want to go into half-time with.
Points on the board, mate, and I think it pushed us to put the pressure on, and Foz took the line on. And it's not something he normally does. He normally picks his target fairly well. And just that pressure being 16-0 down, 22-0 going into half-time, it's be good to see what Hassan Hughes come up with to get him to come out positive.
What happened there with Harry Douglas? I have not seen him in the play. I'm watching the play as it goes, and this kid comes from the corner of my eye. How fast is he? He fastest in your club.
He can matter, yeah, he can matter, mate. He just, we've got to create those opportunities, and you'll probably see that a lot more if we can get him early ball and give him that opportunity, mate, to do that.
So they're still lining up for the kick for goal, the Singleton side. They're in a huddle. I've just turned it around so as the people at home can actually see. Should have one of the boys on this. Let them watch the... Oh! Boys just want to come and jump on this. As here it is, the kick from goal from Jake Hardy, the try scorer, to take us into half-time at 16-0. It'll now be 22-0. And that'll take us into the half-time break. It's been great to see Jesse Rudder and the touch judges interacting the way they have. Singleton, of course, full of strength. We're going to take a break right here on the commentary panel, and we'll be back with the half-time breakdown with the man Dave Manane, who's now, again, finally he's a walkabout. So we'll take a break right now on the Footy Fever call for the Bengalla Group 21 Rugby League clash in first grade. Singleton 22 leading Aberdeen 0.
All right, up and at 'em, mate. I got pumpkin soup.
Adam is back near the referee as Aberdeen Tigers take the field for the second half. Jesse Rudder down there having a chat with his touch judges, squirting the water in his mouth. Aberdeen, of course, in this first half, basically, I'd say, Dave Dever, they've been their own worst enemies.
Definitely, mate. Just talking to Rod Partridge, and I think completion rate was 41%. So that's something we really need to rectify. Obviously, Haas would have spoke about that first up. Just getting that completion, getting to our kick, it's non-existent at the moment. I think probably trying to not focus so much on Frank Paul himself, but just the way he runs the footy, trying to shut that ball down. That's one of the other main areas I think we really need to work on, or play on the guys who are playing out the back of him. Yeah, as Dave Manane finally joins us. Ben, you're just going to have to jump up there, mate, and Dave Manane will join us and give us his take before the kick-off of this first match. But wait till Dave's there, mate. So, welcome, Dave Manane. Mate, you've had obviously a bit of time down there on the sideline to watch this first half of footy. What's your take so far?
Not too much actually. Thought we were pretty good in patches.
Yep.
Just a couple of silly mistakes, a couple of loose balls.
The completion rate there you just touched on, Dave. It's got to definitely turn around this half.
Yeah, 41%, mate. Not good enough in first grade rugby league. So, but again, Hassan Hughes would have spoke about that. You know, the one-on-one tackles, just a hit and stick. We've probably got to work a little bit more on that. But again, like I said before, if we can sort of emphasise on those blokes out the back of Frank Paul as well, not just on him.
Yep.
The players coming around the back of him. Yeah,
well, look, to Singleton's credit, they're playing some pretty good football, but they're making just as many errors. So, yeah, look, it's going to be an interesting second half to this game, so hang on, mate, I'll move that out of your road. As Singleton will kick off towards the highway end of this Aberdeen football field through Jake Hardy. Geez, he's had a big game.
Yeah, definitely played really well. And the fullback, Mark Fogarty, he's had a really good game as well, mate.
As here we go, the game is underway. Kicked off by Jake Hardy. It's gone down towards Dylan Porter. He's let it bounce. But Travis Bateman grabs it, Mr. Fix-It, and he runs straight at Brock. And Fogarty, the man you just spoke of, and he's driven just back of it. He's lost the ball in the play of the ball, but it's gone back. Jason Hovey's picked up the ball, and he's run at one. He's two, he's pumped off. And there's no one there in support. Look at that. He's got his arm free. He should be able to offload that ball to a fast-running fullback or centre. As here we go. Marcus Marsh takes it towards Rinken. Rinken is just impeccable in defence, and he's taken down there Marcus Marsh by Rinken. Foreign out to... That looks like
Huey Collins
playing on the left side of the defence there. Taken down Clark at a dummy half. Off to Marcus Marsh, who's a halfback now. And he runs towards the 40-metre line. Still on his feet. They can't get him to the ground. They're trying. Frank Paul. No. Brock was on his legs then. As we're still, they're all offside. I can see what they're talking about now. Here we go, Yui Bartholomew.
Through the middle.
He's got plenty of room.
Ah, beautiful.
Yes.
Yui Bartholomew. He's faked the pass. He's done the dummy. He had a number of players in front of him, namely Morgan Emedy and Fogarty, and they're both fallen for the dummy.
Jason Hovey, mate, showed a lot of energy in that last set there, which got us through the middle, and then made an extra 20, 25 metres off that hit up off the back of Travis Bateman, and Yui just show and go.
Well, that's what they needed to start the second half. That's the energy, and of course the first try, which will take it to 22-6, without a doubt. I'm not going to put the mockers on him. You've told me he's a good goal kicker, so he's no Steve Hinchin.
I think we just need to simplify some things, mate. It's, we don't need to score off the first, second or third. Let's get to the end of our set and get to that completion. If we don't complete, put some points on.
What about you, Dave?
I'm pretty sure that would all come down to Hass's half-time talk.
What did he say at half-time?
Would have been inspirational, I could guarantee it.
You're not going to let us know what he said at half-time?
No, it's a secret, trade secret.
Jai Bailey was going to come up at half-time to let us know what his half-time talk was to the Singleton side, but he's down there at the bench as that conversion has been successful by Hayden Bell. Singleton not in a hurry to get back to the kick-off. It's 22 points to 6. They hold the lead at the moment. Number 14's just come into the match for
Joshy Johnson.
Singleton. Do you know much about Josh Johnson?
Yeah. I coached Dave and I went away on a couple of the junior representative trips with Josh. He's a good young back rower. Actually had a stint at North Sydney or Manly, I think, at the start of the year. Tough, aggressive. Be good to see how he actually fares in first grade.
Well, here's his time to shine. Here goes the kick-off. Jake Hardy, a nothing kick. It makes a 30 on the full, but it's rolling. Porter stops it with his feet, picks up Travis Bateman. Travis Bateman straight into Brock and Ethan Edwards. Dale Watson is also in there as he plays the ball back to Clark. Clark off to Jason Hovey, the man that made the good energy earlier. There's no one... Oh, there we go. He offloaded it, but there's no one there supporting him. They've got to get off Jason Hovey and stand... Someone's got to be running off him.
I think that's the sort of thing we'll talk about when maybe if Haas comes back or something like that, mate. He'll be in those areas. I think Benny Clark jumps. It was the same when Hoogs used to jump. You always had Haas or Nathan Cantor, and that's where some of these guys need to probably take a bit of a leaf out of their book.
They need bodies in motion. That's what they needed, and then we just saw that there. There was no bodies in motion, but Marcus Marsh takes it. He's gone through the line. He's offloaded.
Yeah,
that's
6 to go.
6 to go. It will be.
Let's see what he calls. Yep.
Yeah, he's called touch by Jordan Watson.
Hold.
Tackles four, and here we go. Now just goes through the simple play. Totally Prince Campbell's tackled by Luke Gardner. And Ethan Edwards out on this left-hand side of the field, or the western side. Hovey with the ball again. There he is with the arm freeze,
So
arming him
strong.
off. Look at him. They can't get him down. Oh, that's a bit of a high shot by young Brock with his second attempt.
No one would have seen that.
And they're all offside. They're all offside. He was talking about it earlier.
They spoke about the offside.
Yeah, but here we go. Frank Paul Nuasala cuts down young Huey Collins. That's a penalty.
Yes.
That's not a good welcome to first grade by Josh Johnson.
Well,
Here we
quick
go.
tap taken.
By Foran.
Here's him.
Foran, he's taken on the line. He's up to the 10-metre line. He's tackled. Ethan Edwards and Brock over the top. Clark at dummy half. Off to Porter. Don't do anything silly, boys. Here we go.
Go, Travie. Go, Travie.
Won't stop him from there,
I'm
mate.
about to say, he'll be hard to stop, but Aberdeen are back in this game full of running. Singleton looked to have just left it in the dressing sheds and look a bit shell-shocked.
Heads down, mate. Dylan Porter called that early. You could see that was coming on there. He isolated the fullback in the centre.
There'd be a miracle to stop him from there.
That all came from that, of course, near last play, touched by Singleton, which allowed...
4 and quick tap.
Yeah, 4 and a quick tap, and then all of a sudden we've got bodies in motion, and, like I said, Travis Bateman had that arm free. If he was held up, there was no one there to support him. And the same with Jason Hovey. They've just got to get around those big boys. Jason Hovey's bigger than him.
Just comes back to we've just simplified it at the moment, I think. He's just going through the middle, then hitting the edges is really working, so simple footy.
Quick play the ball, Dave. I think they've got that quick play the ball now. So you get that quick one first and then you can hit those edges. I think if they slow the ruck down, we're better off just trying to go through the middle. But if we, quick play the ball, get to that edge. I think we've just picked up Tyler Lafine Campbell. LaPrince Campbell.
They've still got that fresh man, of course, and he will add some energy when he gets onto the field. There we go.
Yeah, good.
Oh, well, I don't know about that. We'll have to go back to the replay, but I think he kicked it higher than the goalpost, but I'll let you have that one, Corey Martin and Nick Martin. They brothers?
Yes.
There you go.
Still looking to inject somewhere where they're going to inject Mitter here.
Yeah,
That's what I said. They got him fresh down here.
He's pacing up the sideline.
Just his common sense in this game. He'll slow it down, and Lee's got a very good football brain, mate. He'll know where to direct us on the park.
As here we go. Fogarty to take the kick off. No, sorry, Hardy to take the kick off. That's a better kick off from him. Straight down the throat. Huey Collins, and he takes it straight and hard towards the defensive line and is brought down just shy of the 30-metre line. He plays the ball back to Clark. It's fair to say that Aberdeen are a different side to the first half. There he is again, Jason Hovey.
He's a handful, isn't he?
Why isn't there not someone with speed running off him? They're all getting set for the next play every time. As that play, the ball was a bit sloppy. And here we go out wide with Tyler Prince Campbell. He's been tackled by...
That was a good tackle.
I think that is Morgan Emity. Yes, it is. And Watson.
Him a bit.
Watson, dummy picks up.
Oh, there's another strong one.
And Morgan Emity again in that one. Here we go. Clark passes out to Marsh. Marsh runs and bumps off Dale Watson. He's wrestled then by Brock. And Morgan Emity was in there again. Clark off to...
Good set after points. Good set. We'll see how this goes.
They're all onside. Oh, that was a great take. A midfield bomb by four and a great take out there by Co. As here we go, Singleton now. That was a completed set of tackles. Mark that one down.
One-on-one tackle again.
Roddy Partridge as they play the ball. Hang on, what have we got here?
Get off his head, Jace. Get off his head.
Oh, there we go, rubbing his head on the ground. There we go.
No, I don't know about that one.
Well, I wasn't watching it, but obviously a bit of a call. You can't palm their face anymore, Dave. Not like back when we were playing.
I feel like we're not playing netball.
A bit of eye gouging that you used to give me.
Matt Brock, mate, being replaced by Zach Solomon.
So Solomon's back into the front row. And I'd say he'll be straight back in there and wanting to get involved in it straight away. What's going on here? Johnson's been told to bring it in and tap it. Johnson taps it, takes it forward. First run in first grade, there he is. He's up to the... Geez, he's got some 30...
He's a strong kid.
30 metres out. It was a great run off the tap. As Hardy finds Rinkin, Dale, Dale with
Mick.
One of them.
Mick. I've got names coming through my head rolling at the moment, so...
Wrap the footy up.
As here we go. Hardy again with the ball. He steps off his left and he's tackled around the legs by Ben Clark. Jeez, he's had a big game. Out of dummy half goes Hardy. Off to Solomon, the big front rower, and he's run into Tyler Prince Campbell and tackled there. It's Marcus Marsh over the top now from dummy half. Here goes Hardy. Off to Jordan Watson. Jordan Watson's pushing towards the try line. Great defence by Aberdeen. He's lost it. Play on. And it's Mr. Fix-It, Travis Bateman with the ball.
Scoreboard hasn't been updated either.
Here we go. So it's 22 points to 12. No, that's an offside penalty. But he's not going to give it. He's saying a knock on. So
Knock on. It's a knock on.
Accidental offside. And I've got to go with Luke Gardner on that. I think that he was in front of him. So
I'm pretty sure that was the right call.
quality comments there by Dave Manane, sponsored by the Commercial Hotel Aberdeen. And here we go.
I think I'd own it by now.
Yeah, you've got shares in it for sure. The missus says you spend enough time there. Here we go, so you're doing the maintenance as well. Here we go, Jordan.
We've got it.
Jordan Watson, what's happened there? He's just stood up. It's come in and gone back out, but here's Ethan Edwards. Frank Paul-Nuasala straight towards the
Huey Collins.
He's got Huey Collins, and he's going to the try line, and he's...
Lost ball.
Fair call.
Huey Collins in the middle. 7 tackles.
Here we go, they haven't even made it back on side. Here is Hamish Wolfgang.
He's been quiet today.
Stand up, Luke!
Tackled by Luke Gardner. Here we go. Forward and down, passes down the inside corridor to Tyler Prince Campbell. He's cut down around the leg.
He's hurt.
He's been hit around the ground.
He's head hit the ground. Lost. No, Hamish, off you go. Off you go. Hey? No, mate.
Lee Mitchell, hopefully.
No, I thought it was lost, Frank.
Oh, there you go. Frank Paul-Nuasala said, just back there, sir. I got the ball down.
No, and he head hit the ground. Yeah. No, he's still had a foot on the ground. Yeah.
So there you go. A couple of players asking questions, and it's great to see the way that Jesse's just asked about the Hamish Wolfgang tackle, and he said he still had a foot in the ground. One of them got lifted up. And of course, Frank Paul-Nuasala asking, they've asked if that was a good eye tackle.
Start again, eh?
I have to watch the footage, but his head hit the ground with some impact. And guess what?
If he raked it out, it would have been play on. We would have played on, yeah, because it was a try scoring opportunity.
There we go. Frank Paul Nuasala getting some referee tips from Jesse Rudder.
Plenty of questions being asked here.
it's good.
Jesse Rudder in grid 21, and it's they reaped it out. But when he's in the action of scoring a try, and that's right. You can strip that ball. A lot of players don't play to that rule. Now Dave Manay's going to go back into reserve grade and start doing it, dragging them over the try line and ripping the ball out.
I don't think they need me. They won today.
Yeah, well, they haven't needed
I was just about to say the same thing, mate.
Well, there we go. The ball's coming out of the
Gates ahead.
Gets
Oh, nice.
Benny Clark.
And it's young Dylan Porter with the ball. Singleton all offside. He said he was going to clamp down on that, and Hamish Wolfgang takes it to the 40 middle field.
It's been a couple of old-fashioned scrums here at the
Scrum
moment.
number 20.
Yeah. Jason Hovey. Now, who's going to be with him? You'll shrug off a few. He'll have the arm for it. You watch. No, they've contained it. Josh Johnson. Great tackle, contains him over the top.
Numbers on the left.
As we go forward,
Coming to the
jumps. Marcus Marsh runs into Solomon, the big front rower. Zach Solomon makes the tackle effective. Here's Dylan Porter with Travis Bateman outside him. A little bit tired, but he's held the ball. Great decision by Travis Bateman. Didn't try and push the pass. As he goes forward from dummy half, it's been touched, has it? Huey Bartholomew, he has an air swing. I think everyone was waiting to see if that was 6 to go. Did Huey know that was the last?
Yeah, I think so, mate. Just different options. Got a bad ball out of dummy half.
Yeah, that was a terrible ball. I got there, put him right under some pressure.
Zach Solomon plays the ball back to Hardy and onto Frank Paul Nuasala, tips it on to Nick Rinkin, who takes it to the 35 metre line, 25 metre line. Johnson in dummy half, he'll scoot. He does that, he goes straight and he's up over the 30 metre line. Oh, hit heavily by Tyler Prince Campbell, and he's still on his feet, the young fella.
Clarkey might have the ball, he does he?
No, he's saying give it back to him.
Nope.
Clarkey was going for the one-on-one steal. He looks a bit ginger, young Johnson, getting up to play the ball. And here's Dale Watson. He spots a little bit of an opening, but it's closed by Travis Bateman, missed to fix it.
You give some good minutes, Travie.
He has. Here's Zach Solomon. Dylan Porter's been called offside, but now he's run 10 metres. He's eligible to effective tackle, and he does. That's Hardy. That's a forward pass from dummy half. Well, there we go. We saw them last night. Frank Paul's with the ball. He's trying to offload it, but he's brought down by Jason Hovey. 35 metres out.
Wonder, mate.
Here we go. It's a completed set. As
None of them want it.
Ben Clark, that one's fell on the full. And that's now...
Duggo's come down with that.
I think Campbell looks like he's still struggling a bit for the Tigers, mate.
Yeah, look, he's headed the ground with some impact. I'd be a bit concerned, and maybe it is a good time to get
Lee Mitchell fresh, mate.
Lee Mitchell fresh, but they're not. They've got...
See him warming up on the
Hinchin.
sideline here.
Steve Hinchin's down there ready to take the field. As Hamish Wolfgang's tackled by three Singleton defenders. Forward into dummy half off to Huey Bartholomew. He's been very flat running the ball, Huey. There's been no real enthusiasm in his running game at times today. As there we go, Foran punches it down. He finds grass. It's going to sit up in the goal area, is it? Is it going to go dead? It's going to go dead. It's a 7-set of tackle. As here we see, I think Tyler Lee Prince Campbell will come off. And Steve Hinchin will go on. He's standing there, but Tyler Lee Prince Campbell doesn't want to... He's just tapped the ball with the people in front of him.
They're offside.
That's a penalty, isn't it?
I don't think he's blowing the whistle. That's what he's saying. You've got to wait for the whistle. And it's young Code that's going to take the hit up off the 22. No, it's not. It's 17.
Nelson Gardner.
Now, this is some fresh legs for Singleton. He's a very hard go forward man. Morgan Emity from dummy half. He's running to the 40 metre line. He's tackled by Clark. Oh,
Lost it. Oh,
Benny's foot was in there. I'm running with it.
his foot was
Benny's foot was in there.
We're running with it. And there we go. It's picked up.
That's a bit of karma there, I think.
Duggo was away.
Comedy of errors there, but
Hold the fucking ball.
Ethan Edwards off, mate. Jack Willis.
There's a truck on the field, wasn't there, just then?
yeah, 5-1. Well, there you go. He played the advantage there. Ben Clark's foot was in the ruck. We've got a ball on the field down here.
It's a round one. No one knows what it is.
But this could create some... Someone needs to get that off the field.
Time out at the wrong time.
Yes, for Aberdeen it will be. As they get the ball, they're taken to the 40 metre line. And it's Tyler Prince Campbell. He's tackled over the top by Nelson Gardner. Down low, Zach Solomon. Plays it back, Clark. Porter. On to Wolfgang. Wolfgang takes it into Morgan Amity and Luke Gardner. Don't play the ball. Clark wasn't ready for it. Porter's got it onto Marcus Marsh. He takes it straight. He's into Nelson Gardner and Rinkin over the top. Tyler Prince Campbell is off and Hinchin is on. Foran with the ball. Foran runs across field. He's passed around the back to...
Great tackle.
What a tackle. Is it? Or Fogarty? Fogarty. I thought coloured boots. Here we go. Harry Douglas. Nice little grubber, but it's picked up by Jake Hardy and he's contained right where he grabbed the ball. Now Aberdeen need to assert the pedal. He goes out from dummy half, Ethan Coe. He's come to the centre of the field. He's swung off one. There's a lot of turnstiles. And Jason Havey says, come here, and monsters into the ground. Morgan Emity in there from dummy half. He takes a scoot. He's got around the markers, and he's taken by down low. Huey Collins.
Quick ruck.
This is very fast from Singleton. Rinkin's behind the ruck. He's going to get, if he gets a quick play the ball here, he's got to look. That's letting him play too quick.
Way too quick.
Fred Pornuasala. Now he's got to roll on. He's up to the halfway line. They need to slow the play the ball down.
Better.
Last tackle. Charge down attempt. If he can jump on it, no, he's not. 6 to go. Bell charged that down. He should have jumped on it, but
It's emergency there, mate.
But he's Ethan Coe from dummy half. Tackled there by Hayden Bell and Ben Clark. Now it's Nelson Gardner with another hit up, but he bumps off Steve Hinchin. You don't usually hear
Not
that.
an easy job.
Nelson Gardner plays it back to Hardy. Hardy off to Frank Pornuasala. He angles back behind the ruck. He flick passes
Push
it back.
up on him.
And Nelson Gardner cleans it up, but he's tackled there by Steve Hinchin and Marcus Marsh. How many times have I said them two today? And here we go from dummy half. Hardy off to Rinkin. Rinkin's been a bit quiet this match, and he's taken down around the legs by Hugh Collins. Another quick play the ball, and they've caught him napping him. Jake Hardy grubbers it. It's collected by Hughie. Well taken, and he's brought it back into the field of play. 22 points to 10. Is it 16? Is it supposed to be
22-10, mate.
It is 22-10, that is correct. I thought it hadn't been updated. As Harry Douglas takes it to the 10-metre line. Now they spread it wide.
This has been a good opportunity, mate.
He's been driven back in a strong tackle by Jake Willis and Luke Gardner. Picks it up from dummy half. Young Jesse McLean. He's trying hard. Nelson Gardner thought he had a clear shot on him then, but Jesse gets back up and makes another couple of metres for his effort. Here's Clark. Clark off to Foran. Foran says, I'll show you how to go forward, and he does. He's up over the 30. He's 35 metres out before he's tackled by Gardner and Solomon.
No kicker.
As here we go, Benny Clark does his job from dummy half, punches it down behind the winger.
Great kick,
Good bounce on it.
Get out.
It's in the Angola. Where's the urgency? Ben Clark's leading the chase here. And he's cut him apart. He's down over the 20-metre line.
Harry Douglas
takes him, and then he gets back up, but a Savage is, as by name, savaging him out there. Fogarty plays it back to Watson on to Johnson. Johnson on to...
A lot of bodies walking, mate.
Yeah, Aberdeen looks tired. Look at Hamish Wolfgang out here.
Foran down out the back.
So here we go. Will there be time out? I think that someone needs to signal to the referee, but I think Fogarty's down as well. As here goes Jake Willis again. He takes it up to the 45-metre line, tackled by Hamish Wolfgang and Porter. They've played the blind side. They've seen the backs return, and that's great yards by Zach Solomon in the front row. Big front rower he is. There's going to be a penalty here for laying all over him. That was well.
Travis, go, Get up.
Yeah, that was silly by Travis Bateman. All day, you know, if there's someone that's going to try and milk a penalty, it's Zach Solomon.
Good field position, mate. Fourth tackle, yeah.
Johnson's down in the back play here, receiving some attention. As Gardner taps it, passes it on to Willis. Willis goes back into the blind side. He's seen that the line had moved up on that side and makes some good metres. Hardy out of dummy half on to Nelson Gardner. That's forward. Great decision there and great. No!
Josh Johnson's still down out the back, mate. Looks like he's going to get replaced.
What's happened here?
Yeah, okay. Back his go. Back his go. Back his go.
I didn't see it.
I think Travi just threw him. Said, get off me.
Nick Martin on from the far side.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Hurry up and face this, Jesse, so we can...
I don't know if you guys deem it to be dangerous or not, but it looked pretty bad. Yep. So it's up to you guys.
Happy with that, Mouse? Dangerous. Yep. Doesn't matter, mate. Whether he had the ball or not, it's a dangerous tackle.
Well, there you go. We've heard it. Dangerous tackle after they were about to receive the ball.
That's a new one.
They were about to receive the ball off a forward pass. The player's gone through and then been spear tackled. So it's a penalty.
Lee Mitchell about to be.
They need to get him out there, mate.
Here he comes.
Replace, I would say, Huey Collins.
He goes Nelson Gardner off the tap. He runs-
Replacement for him.
Savage.
Yep.
Someone's fired up Cameron Savage. He's made that tackle with Hinchin. Nelson Gardner up to play the ball. Jake Hardy out of dummy half onto Watson. Watson goes across field and picks up Morgan Emmett. Steps off his left foot. There's no one coming up in defence for Aberdeen.
Need to slow out a bit better.
They're all waiting back though, Dave. And here's Frank Paul Nuasala. He collects it at his boot.
Worry about the guys out the back.
Here we go. And he flicks it out to Rinkin. Rinkin's putting the foot on the accelerator and come forward. The boy.
Good tackle, Travis Bateman.
Great tackle by Mr. Fix-It. Here we go. Jake Hardy jumps from dummy half and gives it to Solomon. Solomon straight to the line. He's well tackled there. Body's in. But look at the numbers out to the right. Frank Paul is there as well. You have to watch this offload. Did you just say Lee Mitchell is on?
Well, Mitchell's now in front of Frank Paul, mate.
Let's here we go. Frank Paul tips it on very quickly. Rinkin out wide to Coe.
Harry Douglas, good tackle.
Great tackle, Harry Douglas. So it's the last tackle now. It's screaming for it is Brody Rinkin out here, but Jake Hardy puts it on the toe.
Too big.
And it's too big.
Right, Lee Mitchell on for Liam Foran, mate, by the looks of it.
Yeah, Foran's off at the moment. Obviously, it must be cold because Hoogs has even got a blanket on there.
I don't know what he's doing. What's he doing?
A couple of Singleton guys starting to struggle a bit too, mate. Frank Paul, and then bang.
Oh, there he goes, into that tackle. Is that Travis Bateman and Frank Paul having a bit of a...
Yeah, no, that'll be a good battle.
Frank Paul out of marker, and here goes Cameron Savage. He picked up and slammed by Ethan Edwards. Zach Solomon over the top. And Aberdeen's peeling for its penalties. Here goes Marcus Marsh. He runs straight at number 17, which is Nelson Gardner.
We need to start the tip on a bit, mate, I think. We're getting caught in the middle of the ruck.
Singleton really have bodies in motion, but here we go. He's punched it downfield and said, get it out of trouble.
It's gone.
And it's gone. No, it's set up
good
well.
kick.
Ethan Coe back there. They've got to get across this centre of the field. There's no line moving up. He brings it across field and he's going to go straight into Porter, but Porter drops off, but he's cleaned up by 13. Steve Hinchin plays the ball back. Watson gives it out to Ethan Edwards. Ethan Edwards one-on-one with Hamish Wolfgang.
He lost that.
That's a loose carry.
Loose carry.
That's a loose carry.
Trying to get up, play it, lost it.
Exactly what I thought.
Tried to play it too quick, lost it.
Yes. So that is a let-off for Aberdeen, but Singleton, not what they would have wanted right in front of there. And there's frustration out there, Dave.
Oh, definitely.
Cameron Savage, they're getting those big spurts out of frustration, and that's where the penalties and the mistakes come in.
I think we just need to settle down a touch, okay?
Yeah.
If we can get to that completion.
Hold the footy, get a repeat. We don't need to score off every chance.
Great field position again.
From the base of the scrum, Yui Bartholomew has the ball. He dummies to Lee Mitchell.
Plenty of time left, 18 minutes, mate, so need to be a bit constructive.
Offloads. Marcus Marsh. He should have given that. He should have given that. Dummy half. Clark off to Cameron Savage. Here he goes with a big burst. He's going towards the try line. He's shut down 5 metres out.
I think Frank Paul could be a target in attack, mate. If we...
Travis Bateman. He's hard to stop that close to the line. And he's done it again.
Always going to happen there.
Unbelievable.
Thank you.
One-on-one with the centre.
I'm going to ask another question.
There's more trucks on the field.
You wouldn't want to be his dad, you would have got to ask some questions.
Tried to milk it, mate, and lost it.
There we go, he's asking about that.
Yeah. Travis's eyes would have lit up then. 5 from the line. Clark hit dummy half. Always going to happen.
On the centre.
He's got his back to us, but Luke Gardner probably asking some good questions there, but Jesse Rudder can't affect the tackles that needed to be made to stop that. So they need to look at it in their defence, and of course they were caught waiting again. Aberdeen, I think the message needs to get down to them to move up in a line, get off that line.
Yeah.
There's great movement going up, but they're leaving players back, and that's where Singleton's angling back behind the ruck.
We had that good quick play the ball off Marcus Marsh there. He found his front, quick play the ball. Clarkey got to isolate that centre.
I'd hate to say it too, but Cam Savage probably helped there too. Not that I'd like to tell him.
You wouldn't like to tell him?
Nah, he's rubbish.
No, we just got to...
Dave Manane, special comments from the commercial hotel.
I think there's a couple of areas that Aberdeen can attack, and like I said, I know Frank Paul is great at the offload at the moment, and
there we go. It's a kick by Hayden Bellies-Dale. That one.
Kick converted.
It is 22-16 with the ball game on our hands right now. They were 22-0 down there at one
16
stage.
minutes to go.
16 minutes to go.
There's a couple of things there. Nelson Gardner and Big Frank, they've been caught together a couple of times there, and we found out through the middle, so putting a bit more traffic at Frank Paul. Tip off on the edge.
That's words from Craig Bellamy himself.
Craig Bellamy himself.
Yeah, I think what Reg was saying before about that blokes pushing up on the footy, I think we start pushing up on the footy with these guys now. There's a bit of fatigue. I think we've got the right guy out there with Lee Mitchell, so he might start getting us going forward a bit.
As here we go, Marcus Marsh brings it back. There was a great attempt to stop it with the football, Lee Mitchell, but it was an awkward bounce and he couldn't get to it on the full. So Aberdeen now, what have they got? Harry Douglas takes a hit up and he takes it straight into Michael Rinkin. And I would like to think that that's Jake Willis. He's a great defender for Singleton. Plays the ball back, jumps from dummy half. Ben Clark and not
Huey Collins.
Huey Collins.
Huey Collins. Oh, he's cleaned up there. Pretty solid
Been
shot.
solid over
Had a
there.
big day, East, isn't it, Big Frank?
Huey Bartholomew with the ball onto Cameron Savage. He's had a big game too, but that's a great tackle. Who is that?
Found his front butt.
Is that Ethan Edwards? Yeah, it is.
Yeah. He's a good footballer.
Consistent. That's what he is.
See here, that's we need to have another player in motion there.
Well, here we go. Lee Mitchell with the ball. He punches it down, and that's not a bad kick. That's a great option along the ground. Ethan Coe will let it bounce into his chest. Here we go. They need to contain him down here, and he runs across field. Steve Hinchin gets brushed off, and he's made it past the line, and now he's brought down by Ben Clark. Ben Clark is like Cameron Smith when it comes to tackling.
Mate, as you said earlier, Reg, I think Clarkie's probably been our best today so far. Him and Trav Bateman. Trav Bateman's been a standout.
Mr. Fix-It.
Been a standout.
As hit from dummy half, and Luke Gardner gets in to take a front rower hit up. He played there last season and a bit this beginning of this season, but he's back in the centres. Probably a favoured position where he gets time.
Numbers.
Oh, it's a great offload by Hardy. Finds Rinkin. Rinkin's coming across field, but he's running. Where's he going?
He's going backwards.
He's come back.
Guys, this isn't.
He's gone
seven
backwards.
football. It was up to 20. It's up 15 metres out, and he's been tackled back near the 30-metre line. He's Hardy. Hardy off the.
No.
Dale Watson was.
Probably should have left that, mate. We had defence there.
Jesse McLean.
I think if he catches that, he's away.
Definitely.
Yeah, but there's
But he
been
didn't.
a couple of times that
But he
Jesse's
didn't.
gone for those ones, and like I said, they're either a hero or a zero.
It could be a 2.
A lot of cramping up out here in the field. Cow paddock.
There's plenty of snipers out today.
I'm going to ask you a question.
About sniper.
If they get to the last tackle in this set, and Aberdeen's playing very strong, do you take a field goal?
Right,
A bit early.
Gus School.
Hey?
Gus School hates that.
I wouldn't go yet.
You wouldn't go yet?
Yeah, I think they're playing well enough that they can get back down here on another couple of sets of 6.
But 30 minutes to go. Still plenty of time.
Well, it's plenty of
no
time,
need
but
to
it
panic
puts you
out
just
of that, I think.
outside that one try for Singleton.
Well, let's make a call on the scrum. What happens here? We've had 2 against the feed. We've had 28.
I reckon we'll get
How
it
many
back here.
scrums have
I'm
we
guarantee we'll get it back.
I reckon Ben
Ben
Clark's
Clark.
going to get us again here.
Ben Clark hook it.
There's a lot of frustration.
That's terrible.
Has never
Gone
gone
straight
in.
to it out the other side as young
Oh, and he's
He
lost it.
dropped it.
Jake
Jake
Hardy
Hardy.
off the scrum, and it's cleaned up there by Marcus Marsh. This is where the frustration starts to come in. There'll be a penalty for offside or a high shot here. You watch.
This is where Lee Mitchell will come into his game, mate. Organising us behind the ruck, so you can see him out the back.
Yeah,
He's getting us into a position on the field where we know we need to attack.
He might be setting up for a field goal.
well, if you have a That's here we go. That's a great run by Steve Hinchin. Dylan Porter with the ball. He runs across field, passes it to Travis Bateman.
No, hold.
Oh, I thought you told me. No. I was like, okay, Dave, you speak. Here we go. Passes out to Lee Mitchell, brings under Steve Hinchin. Oh, Nelson Gardner falls off, and he's caught by Frank Portnuasala, who's stripped the ball on the. That's on the ground.
He was on. Yeah.
Hincho's hurt.
That's on the ground. There's no way that. Hang on.
Offside, mate. He's all in front.
How do you get the ball?
1-on-1 strip. Oh, went back to 10. You can't rake it. 1-on-1 strip, mate. Back. What was in the 1-on-1 strip? He lost it in the tackle. It's a 1-on-1 strip, and he's went back to 10. Yeah. There was a whole lot, but
Take the 2.
Yeah, I think yeah. Well, I don't know whether they've got a great kicker from that far out. They'll try and they'll go to touch, as you can see here. They're going to. But, geez, I think that's hard done by. There's always a wrestle, but last night we saw the exact same thing happen with the penalty for stripping on the ground.
I thought the play had stopped.
Yeah, that's what I think the play with the ball thought.
They all thought the same thing, I think, mate. We need to probably look at Jason Harvey again.
Yeah, definitely need to get him back out there. I 100% agree with that. As he goes, Jordan Watson and passes it inside to Big Nelson Gardner.
Trav Bateman has been
Trav Bateman
outstanding.
has played some minutes and played very well.
That's what I said. I call him Mr. Fix-It because you can put him anywhere. I reckon you could throw that bloke back at fullback.
Been off training sick all week as well, so he's come good.
I think
Free ball from dummy half. He spins it out to Jake Hardy. Jake Hardy's not going to.
He's had a good game.
He's
So they got someone in the halves off.
and he goes Rinkin out, offloads to Dale Watson. He's surging towards. Oh, that was a great leg shot.
Hamish Wolfgang.
Hamish Wolfgang. It's the last tackle. What do? They're set for the field goal by the looks of it, but no. We'll come to Jordan Watson.
Edge
He
short.
shows it.
Oh,
Let's give
great
it
ball.
And here we go. It's a race. What is the call going to be here?
Touchdown.
There was no obstruction. It was all defensive decision. You got a touch on good? Yeah, and he's good.
Well, there you heard it. No one going out to question the referee at all.
Yeah, no, that's all right, mate.
It left Jesse McLean out there. He was brought in and
Hamish made the tackle under the post, mate.
Yeah.
Sort of a centre down.
yeah, probably a pretty smart play there. But Huey Bartholomew just didn't come across quick enough.
Yeah, I think bad reads.
Yeah,
And it's been that edges. The edges have sort of done us all day today.
Huey's been great in patches.
Oh, definitely.
And I think it's a great option having him at fullback, but he needs the kick return needs to be faster for him. If Huey's got speed, he's got great footwork and he's got that palm.
It's just second week there. I think it'll come with the training, I suppose. And I think once we get Haas there more, if we do, directing him around the paddock.
If we do.
Yeah, look, I spoke to Kylie and I told her he has to.
It's a big no on that.
The
on
light
that
up,
side of the thing, I think.
21.
I really like Huey back at the one.
Yeah,
I think
I
he's
do too.
kind of nearly found himself a home there, I reckon.
As he moves in, Jake Hardy to convert this one. He's
There.
kicked it
Yep.
and he's nailed it. He's had a big game.
2 tries. It's funny how I think we've knocked Singleton off every game this year, and Jai Barry would be happy with this result if it ends up going in their favour.
Yeah, and they've got no Will Newenhouse. They've got no Jake Smith. They've got no Jim Bradley. And this is what they've come into this after the June long weekend. We said that's when it's going to really start. But it'll be interesting to see, like I said, after that washout round, another break of
Yeah. And everyone will have their top side back then, hopefully by then. Oh, that fell off the tee.
And there we go. That kick-off
Might have ended up okay.
has gone to Dale Watson. Dale Watson collects in the in-goal area and he runs straight and then turns back towards the centre of the field. And the first impact there by Steve Hinchin, but he's cleaned up by Jason and Cameron Savage and Mark Smarsh.
8.5 minutes, 28-16.
Matty Brock ducks under a few tackles and tries to crawl a few extra metres. He's up to the 30-metre line. Here we go. Morgan Ebony straight back into the mark.
He's had a really good game for Singleton.
Look at his leg drive there. He's over the
Really good
40-metre
game.
line. Jake Hardy into dummy half, is it? No, it's Jordan Rinkin. And Jordan Rinkin, he's had a quiet game. Off to Mick Rinkin.
Who's lost to 4.
Brady Rinkin. Brady Rinkin it was. Well, if Aberdeen can put it on down to this other end of the field in this set of 6, we have a game on our hands.
Huey Collins on that left edge has been,
Outstanding,
yeah,
mate.
really impressed.
Play, yeah.
His eyes would have lit up when he said he was on that edge.
He had a really, really, really good game in under 18s as well today. Played outstanding for us in that 18-all draw.
As Hamish Wolfgang collects it above his head off the scrum.
Yeah, we need to get him some earlier ball.
Here we go, that leg lift again. Luke Gardner. They're on the, oh, there we go. What's he done?
happened there? I'm sick of it. And you were already on the ground. Yes, you were. Hey, he was on the ground though. He wasn't dangerous because he didn't throw him.
I thought he was going over the whole
Hey.
He's still going over the whole time.
Yeah, but he's already on the ground. So it's not that dangerous because he's already on the ground.
Still dangerous over horizontal.
He wasn't on the ground. He was already on the ground, but mate. So that's what I've ruled. Who? Number 9. Gave you a spray. Righto then, we'll work with it. I've penalised him here.
There we go.
Righto. He's got a
Just heard that Ben Clark got the penalty against him for mouthing off it in an attacking. That's a coach killer from dummy half, and he's just given Corey Martin a spray. So we're going to watch it. And
That's 3 times that's happened. I still feel like it's dangerous, even if his head's on the ground.
Oh,
What do you deem as dangerous, though, mate? Like that's, I know what the rule is.
that's pretty. Well, I think Jesse stuffed up because he said it's not that dangerous. That's a ownership.
Yeah,
dangerous.
If that's not that dangerous, what is that dangerous
Yeah,
then?
he probably stuffed up there in his wording. He might have said, he's on the ground. There's no way he could have been put in a dangerous position, but he said that's not that dangerous, and that's where Marcus got him on the wording. As that Singleton anyway on the attack, Brady Rinkin jumps from dummy half, goes to Frank Paul. There was nearly an obstruction there. Frank Paul still got his arm free, and he plays stands up to play the ball just short of the 10-metre line. Jumps from dummy half, Brady Rinkin at Midley. Mitchell, he flicks it
One-on-one.
off to Fogarty. Fogarty's trying to get to the try line.
Harry Douglas is swinging off him.
He's been impressive, that Fogarty.
He's like a pig dog on a pig, that Harry Douglas.
He's got
What's going on here? We've got another sniper.
a couple of different positions, that one.
Harry Douglas.
Now he's
had
got
a
it
grubber
back.
kick from Jake Hardy for himself. Geez, surely not. No, it wasn't. It was Brody Rinkin. There we go.
I think the sniper's got another one here, Reg.
It's the same bloke, mate.
Fogarty again.
As here we go. That's a solid collision there, and a great tackle by Matty Brock.
So we need to be a bit expansive. Get it away from that's forward.
Oh, jeez.
Fuck you, Klaus, every fucking week. Oh, Cameron. Mate, you're on to sit down.
Oh, wow. Well, there we go. He's going. We heard it.
Yeah, you might be coming back. You keep on. Not coming back anyway. Well, we're going to go for 2.
So I think that, there was a bit of, probably shouldn't have said that to the referee, what he said, but he'll probably look back, but here we go.
And I'm a fucking joke, so that's why it's going. There's no need for that.
Well, there we go.
Bit of editing there too, Reg, I'd say.
I'd say that there's no need for that either for Savage. That was frustration.
Nah, it's all frustration, mate. It's especially being in the engine room there. Trying hard, but not hard enough today, mate. Singo's going to come away with the points.
I don't think we won a penalty count.
Sorry?
I'm just talking to myself here.
Oh, okay. You can put it up. Well, what have we got error-wise here? We've got completed sets. They've completed 11. And, they've had 6 completed sets. 6 incomplete
So
sets.
11 from 17 second half.
Yeah. Wow.
We've been killed in penalties, haven't we?
Yeah, discipline.
6-1 in the second half.
6-1 in the second half.
Second half. Well, that's discipline. It does come down.
Yeah.
So it's it does come down to it. Look, you've got to look at it. It's Jesse Rudder, Ben Clark yelling at him as to play the ball, trying to get him up. But that's a bad one. You can't use language towards them. And as you've seen, Cameron Savage, he can be frustrated, but you can't turn to the referee and say those words.
I think Huey Collins has been replaced by Trav over on the left edge.
Big credit to Huey, mate. Looks like he's cramping up down here. He's had a great day for us.
Nearly 2 full games, isn't it?
Well, let's face it, it's been a stop-start game. It hasn't been a polished performance by either side. You can't really they've taken the 2 points, Singleton in this one. Aberdeen, they've just got to go back and look at their discipline.
Oh, and that's what it'll come down to, I think. Just a couple of little areas of one-on-one tackles, Reg. I think that's been one of our...
And pushing in the middle, I think that's killed us with all them quick breaks that Singleton's got.
We don't just need anyone facing the judiciary in this last...
No, definitely not.
No, definitely not.
2 minutes, so here we go. That's
There's
a great take.
Tyler LaPrince again. He's strong in defence.
Luke Gardner out of dummy half scoots, and he's going to find Steve Hinch, and he does. Steve Hinch and
75 years combined.
There's some footy between them two.
And Luke Gardner just soaks up the time. That's all it is. It's just these boys running to soak up some time now from dummy half as Morgan Emity takes another.
Mate, if I was giving anything out today, Morgan Emity has been really, really good for Singleton.
Yeah, look,
and Mark Fogarty.
Mark Fogarty's been fantastic as well. Brody Rinkin's been a bit quiet for mine. Here we go, Frank Paul from dummy half. He's been pretty good. He's out to Willis, off to Rinkin. Rinkin's taken the ball. Aberdeen just aren't moving off their line. That's simple as that. And then when they are, they're leaving a few players back. Last tackle. Brody Rinkin grubbers it. It's gone past. Is that Lee Mitchell? And it's collected by Huey Bartholomew. Huey Bartholomew takes
We need to get a bit expansive on this one, I think. Get our
at least take something as a positive.
for and against.
As he goes, Jesse McLean into dummy half. Jesse brings it out. He's tackled there by Matty Brock, Luke Gardner and Mick Rinkin.
I think we needed a bit more of that today too from Jess.
Watson, here we go, Ben Clark. Off to... He's been a bit quiet too, Hamish.
Yeah, he picked that little knee injury up before there. He needs ball early though, Reg, too.
And here goes Tyler Prince Campbell. He's made a break. He's down the sideline. He's coming to Luke Gardner, but he's done it great. He's put his body height in towards the centre of the field. Great work by Tyler Prince Campbell. That's experience. Great tackle by Ethan Edwards too. Dylan Porter out wide to Lee Mitchell.
We obviously had a kick on.
Oh, Lee Mitchell's put it high there. Offside. You've got to get him on. Oh, it's taken beautifully by Fogarty at pace, and he's made it to the 40-metre line, but he's cut down there by Harry Douglas and Steve Hinchin. As here we go. Out to Frank Paul Nuasala. He palms off one. Flick passes it out there to number 15, Jake Willis. What have we got here?
Fogarty again.
Someone's down in the back play.
Pull it up, mate. So.
Huey?
No, he's still on the bench.
He's still it's not Lee Mitchell.
Mida? No.
Let's go through the players. Is it Marcus Marsh? No. Well, no, soon enough.
There's a trainer's telling me to stop. I can't. I've got my hands are tight.
Lee Mitchell.
We shouldn't let us stand in front of the microphone.
Yeah.
Hayden Bell.
Hayden Bell.
The Australian language will get...
Yeah.
Plenty of trucks on the field today, haven't there been?
Yeah. Very frustrating with the fire trucks out there today.
It is.
And there's number 12, Michael Rinkin, taking the hit up. They're just going to dissolve it down. 34 seconds remaining, 30 points to 16. Jake Willis takes the hit up. It'll now go to Brady Rinkin.
Straight into touch.
Frank Paul, no. Frank Paul doesn't get the ball from dummy half.
He's
Here
in
we
dummy
go.
half though. He's...
No, Jake Hardy's pushed into it. He'll kick it out. No, he won't. He'll give it on to... Here we go. Ethan Coe tries it. Last play. Here's Huey Bartholomew. This could be the last play of the game. He's broke through 2 tackles, 3 tackles. He's still going, Huey. And he's
2 down out the back.
So, could play the ball now. No, will they play it?
That'd be it.
There we go. They've played the ball. Marcus Marsh is just going to jog it up. And he's... It would have been a very stop-start, error-riddled game. 30 points to 16. Boys, what's your thoughts on it?
I think you've hit it on the head, Reg. 21 scrums. I presume very close to 21 scrums. Just some ill discipline. Oh, yeah, both sides. It wasn't the best game to watch. I think you said the same thing about last night. So
yeah.
I think once all teams get all their players back, and we'll start getting to the level that everyone expects these sides to play at.
There's not too many excuses, but I don't think Aberdeen as a whole has played with a full side yet.
Yeah, well, I think most clubs have been in the same position.
Yeah, most clubs are in the same position. It's very hard. I suppose coming to the pointy end of the season, we might see a bit more of people with full strength sides. And
rugby league would be awesome. And
and a bit of that. Penalty free too would be good.
Who's your man of the match? Who do you give it to from Singleton, and who do you go for Aberdeen?
I like Fogarty, mate. Fogarty or young, what was his name, Morgan Amity.
Yep.
Yeah, they were very handy. I reckon, mate, Benny Clark and...
I've got to go Ben Clark.
Benny was our best. Benny was our best.
Yeah. I already probably give a big rap to Huey for playing 2 games as well.
Yeah.
He had it pretty tough marking up on that edge, so I think he handled it well.
Oh, I'm with you. The 2 young blokes from Singleton had a great game.
Trav Bateman.
Travis Bateman with big minutes.
Well. 2 tries.
Jake Hardy played well, but Michael Rinkin just kept going and going all day. So well done to both sides. Hopefully, when they meet again here, and we're back here again.
4 weeks. 2 weeks
time.
Yeah.
2 weeks time, we are back. So that's it from us from the Bengalla Group 21 Bengalla competition match between Aberdeen and Singleton. Until next weekend. Thanks, boys. Thanks for your time, Dave. And
thanks, Reg. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Thanks for that.
And thanks, Dave and Lane.
My pleasure.